The fire came without warning. It was a typical day in the hills, the sun shining brightly, and the air filled with the sounds of nature. But then, in an instant, everything changed. A raging inferno, fueled by dry winds and drought-stricken hills, quickly turned the serene landscape into a hellish nightmare. The flames, hungry and relentless, devoured everything in their path. It swept through neighborhoods, leaving a trail of devastation. Homes turned to ash. Families were displaced, their lives upended in a matter of moments. The once vibrant community now stood in ruins, a stark contrast to the life it once held. Fear gripped the hearts of Los Angeles residents. The uncertainty of what the next moment would bring was palpable. People watched helplessly as the fire approached, their faces etched with worry and despair. The sky, usually a brilliant blue, was choked with smoke. The sun, once a beacon of warmth and light, was obscured by the thick, dark clouds of ash. The city skyline, a symbol of progress and hope, was now a silhouette against a backdrop of destruction. The air, thick with the smell of burning wood and shattered dreams, was almost unbreathable. People covered their faces, trying to shield themselves from the acrid smoke that filled their lungs and stung their eyes. The year was 2025, a year that many had hoped would bring new beginnings and opportunities, but instead, it brought one of the most devastating wildfires in recent history. A year that began with hope and promise, now marred by tragedy. The celebrations and resolutions of the new year seemed like a distant memory as the community grappled with the harsh reality of their situation. The fire, merciless in its advance, spared no one. It consumed everything in its path, leaving behind a barren, charred landscape. The relentless flames showed no signs of stopping, and the community could only watch in horror as their world burned. Rich and poor, young and old, all felt its wrath. The fire did not discriminate, affecting everyone in its path. Families from all walks of life were forced to evacuate, leaving behind their homes and possessions, unsure of what the future held. It was a stark reminder of nature's raw power, a force that could level the playing field in an instant. The wildfire was a testament to the unpredictability and ferocity of nature, a force that could bring even the most resilient communities to their knees. As the flames continued to rage, the people of Los Angeles were left to pick up the pieces and rebuild, their spirits tested but not broken. Los Angeles, the city of angels, was no stranger to disaster. This sprawling metropolis, known for its glitz and glamour, has often found itself at the mercy of nature's fury. Earthquakes, floods, and now wildfires were a constant threat. Each disaster left its mark, a reminder of the city's vulnerability amidst its beauty. A price to pay, perhaps, for its idyllic climate and stunning landscapes. The beaches, the mountains, the parks, all seem to come with an unspoken agreement of occasional turmoil. Yet every time, the city rose from the ashes, stronger, more resilient. The spirit of Los Angeles was unbreakable, a testament to the determination and unity of its people. The human spirit, it seemed, was as enduring as the California sun. Neighbors helping neighbors, strangers becoming friends, all united by a common goal: to rebuild and recover. This time, the fire struck the northern suburbs, a community known for its lush greenery and vibrant life. The flames consumed everything in their path, leaving behind a trail of devastation. Now, it was a scene of utter destruction. Homes that once stood as symbols of comfort and security were reduced to ashes, homes reduced to rubble, trees stripped bare, the air thick with the stench of loss. The once vibrant community was now a ghost town, shrouded in smoke and sorrow. But amidst the despair, a beacon of hope emerged. The community came together, stronger than ever, determined to rebuild what was lost. Aid centers sprang up, volunteers poured in, and the spirit of Los Angeles shone brightly through the darkness. The resilience of its people, their unwavering hope, and their collective strength became the true essence of the City of Angels. The Al-Nur Mosque, a place of worship and community, stood tall amidst the devastation. Its minarets, piercing the smoke-filled sky, became a symbol of resilience. It was from here that a message of hope was broadcast. a message that transcended faith and resonated with every soul touched by the tragedy. Imam Khalil, his voice calm and reassuring, spoke through the static of the emergency radio. "To anyone who can hear me, our doors are open. We offer shelter, food, and comfort. You are not alone." His words, a lifeline in a sea of despair, reached those huddled in shelters, those who had lost everything. Lisa Moreno, clutching her daughter Sophia's hand, had been fleeing the flames for hours. Their home, filled with memories, was gone. All they had left were the clothes on their backs and the fear that gnawed at their hearts. Lisa, her eyes red from smoke and tears, had nowhere to go. Then, through the static, she heard Imam Khalil's voice, a glimmer of hope in the darkness. Gathering her remaining strength, she picked up Sophia and walked towards the mosque. It was a long walk, fraught with danger, but the promise of sanctuary spurred them on. Section 5. Sanctuary under the crescent moon. The mosque, usually a place of quiet prayer, was now a hive of activity. Volunteers from all walks of life worked tirelessly, setting up beds, distributing food and water, offering words of comfort. The air, thick with the smell of spices and humanity, was a stark contrast to the acrid smoke outside. Lisa and Sophia, exhausted and traumatized, were welcomed with open arms. A warm blanket, a hot meal, a kind smile. Simple acts of kindness that meant the world to them. They were safe for now, surrounded by the warmth of human compassion. Section 6. Trials and Tensions. The days that followed were a blur of activity. The mosque, ill-equipped to handle such a crisis, was stretched to its limits. Resources were scarce. Tensions ran high. The sheer scale of the disaster threatened to overwhelm their efforts. Yet, amidst the chaos, the spirit of community prevailed. People from all faiths, and none, came forward to help. Doctors and nurses volunteered their services. Teachers entertained traumatized children. Strangers became friends, united by their shared humanity. Section 7. The Milk of Human Kindness. One evening, a local businessman, his eyes filled with tears at the sight of the displaced families, made a generous donation. "This is all I can offer," he said, his voice choked with emotion, "but it's enough to buy supplies for a week." His act of generosity, captured on camera, went viral, inspiring others to contribute. Truckloads of supplies arrived: food, water, blankets, clothes. The outpouring of support from within the community and beyond was overwhelming. It was a testament to the inherent goodness that resided in the human heart, a goodness that shone brightest in times of adversity. Section 8. Ripples of Hope. The Al-Nur Mosque, once a place of worship, had become a symbol of hope. Its efforts, amplified by social media, inspired other organizations to step up. Churches, synagogues, and temples opened their doors, offering shelter and solace. The city, united in its grief, was determined to rebuild. The mosque's efforts went beyond providing immediate relief. Imam Khalil, recognizing the long-term impact of the disaster, established a fund to help families rebuild their lives. Counseling services were offered to address the trauma and loss. The mosque, once again, became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of faith in action. Section 9. Facing down fear. Not everyone welcomed the mosque's efforts. There were whispers, fueled by fear and prejudice. Some questioned the mosque's motives, accusing them of proselytizing. Others spread rumors, attempting to sow discord in a community already reeling from tragedy. But the community, their hearts touched by the mosque's compassion, refused to be divided. They stood by the mosque, condemning the hate and bigotry. Interfaith vigils were held, reaffirming their shared humanity. Love, it seemed, was more powerful than fear. Section 10. From the ashes, we rise. In the wake of devastation, when the world seems to crumble around us, it is often the human spirit that shines the brightest. The story of the Al-Nur Mosque is a powerful reminder of this truth. The Al-Nur Mosque story is a testament to the power of compassion, the strength of community, and the unyielding resilience that defines us as human beings. When the flames subsided and the smoke cleared, what remained was not just the charred remnants of a once thriving community, but also the indomitable will to rebuild and recover, and the resilience of the human spirit. Faces etched with determination, hands working tirelessly to rebuild homes, and hearts filled with hope and solidarity. These are the images that define the aftermath of the tragedy. It is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can emerge from the ashes. As the sun rises over the devastated landscape, new life begins to sprout, symbolizing the renewal and rebirth that follows destruction. The community gathers, not in despair, but in a collective spirit of hope and determination. It is a story that needs to be told and retold, for it speaks to the very essence of what it means to be human. Sharing stories of survival, resilience, and unity, the community finds strength in each other's experiences. Meetings in the rebuilt mosque become a source of inspiration, where children listen intently to the wisdom of their elders, for it speaks to the very best of humanity. In the face of adversity, the community's response was not one of defeat, but of unity and kindness. People from all walks of life came together, holding hands, sharing smiles, and performing acts of kindness that transcended the immediate tragedy. The wildfire may have destroyed homes and shattered lives, leaving behind a trail of destruction and loss. Families sifted through the debris, searching for remnants of their past, their faces etched with sorrow and determination. But it could not extinguish the human spirit. Amidst the rubble, there were moments of incredible courage and selflessness. Strangers became friends as they helped each other salvage belongings, and the community's collective spirit shone through in every act of bravery and kindness. From the ashes of tragedy, a community rose, stronger and more united than ever before. The rebuilding efforts were not just about reconstructing buildings, but about restoring hope and a sense of normalcy. Children played amidst the construction, a testament to the resilience and optimism that defined the community's recovery, stronger and more united than ever before. The neighborhood, once devastated, now stood as a symbol of what can be achieved when people come together. Celebratory events and unity marches became a common sight, reinforcing the bonds that had been strengthened through adversity. The Al-Nur Mosque, a symbol of their resilience, stood as a beacon of hope. It was not just a place of worship, but a testament to the community's unwavering faith and determination to rebuild, stood as a beacon of hope, illuminating the path forward. The mosque, lit up at night, became a gathering place for the community, where people found solace and inspiration, a testament to the power of love to heal and rebuild. Volunteers embraced, smiling through their tears as they celebrated the rebuilt homes and buildings. The act of planting new trees symbolized the community's commitment to growth and renewal, a living testament to the power of love and unity.